The Knights will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some endurance, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback...
Oh, he's got some strength. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he stepped out of bounds.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Sticks it in his belly. And he plows his way into the end zone.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Knights offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways.
And the quarterback was knocked down back in the 13. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. That's caught. It's Ashley. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Well, Jesse, if they thought they were going to fool him by throwing it to the fullback, they did not. Big fella couldn't get started.
Yeah, sometimes these fullbacks, Reese, they're not the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Offense scoops it up. Going.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He can't. Anybody, it'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Time running around, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Dyer. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCF. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too. Is the junior frustrated he missed that connection?
2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Cooler!
They'll run the toss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying play action. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Now facing a 3rd and long. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Snagged out of the air. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the 1st period. We've played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Ready!
The give to the fullback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
It's a ball on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Offense getting set for 1st down.
Here we go!
Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Down at the 3-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Four-face bait! Here we go!
Wants to go up top. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. There's a quick completion. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Hit as he throws. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Single.
New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. With the catch, it's Humphries. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Brings him to the open. He's run out of bounds at the 20. After the big gainer.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looking to throw on first down. And his throw was incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knights. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Dip 3 soda. Here we go.
They'll send the back in motion. On the outside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line.
Shadow, trick 9, big run.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Made a defender miss. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually
With the carry takes the runback. Marked down at the 48-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Set, ready.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Okay, ready?
Wants to go up top on first down. Rolling right and going deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunity.
Turning it on. That's a pass to Mark. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Use it now.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Second down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
He's got two.
The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long.
Cooler.
He'll set up to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ashley. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Let's go.
Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks one deep. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Quarterback on the keeper. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first down. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Now the use offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And here comes the offense on second down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Let's see what they've got on second down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Third down play from the gun. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. The Knights will send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Makes the catch down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10.
Blue 85.
He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Oh, well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. They'll run play action. Find space on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Touchdown, UCF.
He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying that defense.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. To the ground with the back. There he goes. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's heavy. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with.
There he goes. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way in. Away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
With the catch and score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Gets the back moving. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Under fire. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Ready.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Dog. Flag.
They'll give it to the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
3rd down coming up.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on this.
Now well within striking distances, that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
Really nice run again. We've seen that on this drive. They've run a ton of plays, and we've seen that all game long. I think when you have a lead like this late in the 3rd quarter, just keep giving this guy the ball. Every time he gets it, something good seems to happen. If you're going to ice this game, it's going to be because this running back keeps having success.
Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, open them to this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they get right back to it.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Dyer. Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32.
88. Charcoal.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the end. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. And we've been treated to quite the performance so far from both sides. Let's take a moment. And have a look at the stats. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of it. Nice execution by this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A third down try for the offense.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Let's go.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Off the play fake on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
How about the defense on this play? The quarterback bootlegs to the right. And look at everybody do a great job. They don't get caught up in the run. They all chase sideline to sideline and really limit the damage on what could have been a really big play.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Under fire. Wide open downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the third sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Knights want to move quickly. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Here comes the heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. Jumped on top of the pile. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
Set, ready.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running with the fullback. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
The option look. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Pressure coming. Dumps it off in the flats.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Brings it to the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Gain of 4. 4th down coming up.
Plenty of fireworks in this